Hey there, how have you been? Hope you've been doing well. It's been a while since our last video. A lot of good things have been going on, a lot of events in my life as well. I'm learning to navigate all types of relationships. Mostly, I contemplate my relationship with myself and communication. Communication has been really important in my life. Um, I found that conflict cannot survive when only one person is participating. And I've also discovered that the words we use shape the life we live. So I have a question. Can changing the words we use to describe life events, ourselves, and the world around us actually change our lives? And if so, how might those changes affect what we believe we can or can't do, what we believe we can or can't handle, what we believe we can or cannot find meaning in? Today, I want to explore the idea that words are not neutral. They influence what we think, what we feel, what we believe, and ultimately how we act. So, why do words matter? It is widely accepted in psychology that language has a measurable effect on our thoughts and emotions. The words we choose can magnify an experience, soften an experience, reinforce fear, or build resilience. For example, what about the difference between saying, I failed, versus that didn't work out? Same event, very different emotional charge. When we choose words mindfully, we strengthen resilience, we increase emotional regulation, we build self respect. When we use words unconsciously, we reinforce limiting beliefs, we deepen negative emotional states, we repeat patterns. How does this all affect us through different lenses? So let's peer through the belief lens. Here's something to visualize. Imagine you're sitting in a chair. Across the room is a screen, your screen of reality. You see a shape and a color. Now imagine a lens drops from the ceiling in front of your eyes. The first lens represents your beliefs. Then two more lenses drop, your values and your past experiences. These lenses overlap. You are not seeing reality directly, you are seeing reality through filters. Now imagine the screen shows a ball. If you believe it's a blue ball, you'll respond one way. If you believe it's a purple ball with yellow spots, you'll respond differently. Both interpretations feel real. But here's the key. The meaning you assign determines your emotional and behavioral response. And words are the tools that we use to assign meaning. We don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. This is how beliefs shape outcomes. Our beliefs shape our self-esteem, our mental health, our relationships, our work, our finances, and our spiritual life. Beliefs create perceptions, perceptions influence thoughts, thoughts shape emotions, emotions drive behavior, behavior creates outcomes. If we want different outcomes, we must sometimes change the words and meanings that feed those beliefs. So, how could we do that? A practical tool, such as cognitive restructuring. One powerful way to shift our internal language is through cognitive restructuring, a simple 5-step process. In step 1, We identify the situation, feelings, and thoughts. Notice what triggered the emotion. Write down the thoughts that followed. Awareness is the first shift. The following step 2, question and challenge facts versus feelings. Ask, is this a fact? Or is this a feeling? Is this realistic? What evidence supports it? What evidence contradicts it? This separates emotion from reality. Step 3, make an informed decision. Based on objective evidence, ask, does this thought truly hold up? If not, you have permission to replace it. Here is where we interrupt the pattern. Step 4, reframe with balanced alternatives. Replace exaggerated or harsh language with something balanced. Not, I'm terrible at this, but I'm still learning this. Balanced is more powerful than forced positivity. Step 5, we practice positive habits. Apply the new language in real situations, and most importantly, reward yourself for progress. Be kind to yourself. What does all that mean? Well, I would suggest you try the tool. So here's a challenge. It's a 5 to 10 day challenge. So buckle in. Information alone doesn't create change. Application does. So here's the simple challenge. For the next 5 or 10 days, notice the emotions you experience. Choose 1 or 3 emotions that feel most distressing. Identify the habitual words you use to describe them. Replace those words with language that softens the edge. For example, I'm overwhelmed. With, I have a lot on my plate. I'm anxious. With, I'm feeling activated. This is a disaster. With, this is challenging. The goal is not denial. The goal is conscious choice. You are interrupting the automatic emotional pattern by shifting the language that sustains it. To close this video, I want you to take this thought away. Words shape meaning. Meaning shapes belief. Belief shapes behavior. Behavior shapes life. When we consciously choose our words with kind intent, we don't just change sentences. We change emotional states. We change patterns. We change possibilities. And sometimes that small shift in language is the beginning of a completely different life experience. Please, my friends, my viewers, like and share this video if you think that it will impact anybody who may be trying to figure out a different way of talking and being with themselves. I appreciate that you take the time for yourself each time you view my video to give yourself maybe a tool to help you through. Of course, remember, 5 to 10 days. This next week, today, try one of them. Change one. I encourage you, as always, my friends, to be kind to yourself. To live full. Die empty. Now is the best time to start. Why put it off till tomorrow if you could do it today? As always, my friends, give yourself 5 minutes. You're worth it. And remember, I'm here for you.